Welcome back to another live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Traders, for the first day of the trading week, a very volatile day, and we had a pretty successful session. The previous one, you guys have seen that. The market is currently in a zone where we might find that possible another entry, waiting for that one here. It's in a currently bullish bias a little, and looking at here on the daily, the market has crossed this daily low and then got that rejection back above with one single move again. And current 4-hour candle, if you guys look at it, you can see this, the price has, after this one closed it again, coming back below here 3938 level, which is pretty important level. And with the break of this low, you can see from the 1-hour perspective, quite a few long week candle here, quite a few long week rejection, which is now the market is pushing that price back below here. And here is what we are looking at in this market, for the price to potentially drop down and then to revert again. So I'm going to do a full multi-time frame analysis for possible entry opportunity, well also the market on the 20 EMA. Are you guys ready for a possible setup here? We might get an entry very soon as the market coming to an important area of value. Say yes if you need a setup here before you do anything. Say yes in the live chat if you need a setup here. We can look for that entry. We can see the market is maintaining series of higher low and approaching this key level, which if we look at the 15-minute chart, I'm looking at here. Our the previous two trades, one was closed in profit, the other one was break even. And you guys have seen that both of this trade, and we'll be discussing in depth education on this, on those trade. 38 pip here for the, we look at this 38 pip ATR, and the market is currently approaching this 4-hour support. From this 4-hour support, we may be able to find that potential entry. Let it break that low here, and the market is possibly to come back here to fill that 4-hour support. It's getting very interesting here. So if you look at this is the 4-hour time frame where there is a doji, and with the doji the market is possibly trying to push that low well below this, and from that level the market to potentially test and then to reject back again to the major direction of the trend. Here is the support level. We're looking at the lower time frame, which is coming to that support, the market from this high. Very interesting music. Let's change it. Here is the market coming to this support. This is a trend line. But I think there is possibility for, because it crossed this 280-hour candle to the upside multiple times, most likely we'll see here a break below here in that area. And the level that I would like to look at here is 3635, because this is where we may be able to see that this market is getting a potentially rejection from this daily low here. So today's low well came below this level. The market is ranging here. This is the 4-hour sessions low. And with that low, so here I'm going to place buy limit. Stop loss below all this low. TP target we can keep above. So placing that buy limit here. Later explaining the strategy. First let's set up the trade. So place the buy limit here. Now the market is approaching this 4-hour support, which is potentially to come down for a possible retest. And what I'm looking at here, guys, that you can see the market is coming to test its support, and the market is ranging here and expecting a short-term rejection. We don't need to catch here a bigger move potentially. What I'm looking at from this here to bounce back up to at least to 30 pip or more. That will do what we need at the moment. And here the market slowly trying to show that. If you look at the 1 minute, you can see it is in a downtrend, and we can enter multiple times whenever needed. Place the pending order here, buy limit, and still not triggered. We might get a trigger. So near there, trade might get active. So active, the trade is active now here on gold, and it might be very quicker execution. So also stay ready to close if it's up to you. But I'm, as soon as I see the market has made its initial bounce, I might exit that trade here. Just cross that previous session's low here, and because it's a fast execution trade. Now if you look at here, this is a complete breakup support, though it's in a very sharp downtrend, and I'm not expecting a bigger move here to the upside, but any short-term move will be okay for me. And you can re-enter anytime, because this might get little bit of downward pressure here at the moment, but any short-term move back to the upside will do for me with all of you guys. Okay, so we are now running profit here, couple of pips. Right, some upside here. So upside bias as expected. Okay, we see some reaction coming from the top, and also so here from the intraday from 4-hour chart, we can see there is a possibly coming for some weak fill here in that area, where the previous session's candle was long wick, and So here, where you see there is a rejection from this level, and okay, so some bullish bias coming as expected from this low here, and now this one is moving back again. We are in the profit area, where what I'm looking at, guys, here to see that the market managed to break from that structure and then managed to move back to that key level where there's the previous support down resistance here. So after cross of this session's low, it's trying to push back there. We are on the zone. So we are running in profit now, and my entry here is 3639.17. You know, I love trading gold is because it's pretty volatile, and with a smaller move we can go to the zone, take profit whenever needed. Pretty volatile, and especially lower time frame trading on gold is very easy to identify the trend and then trading with the trend, which is our main focus as a trader, is to go with the trend. So I'm waiting to secure that trade here. Thank you very much for joining the live session. I hope that you guys are enjoying. Hello everyone, thank you very much. Welcome. Good morning. Now here is what do you want to see potential breakup, so getting back to the upside here. Now previous sessions we have secured a successful one. Now this session also I'm looking forward to see that getting us that on track. So giving this week as well 100% winner so far. We just started the week, but here we might see expecting to cross that high. Now it is still can continue to drop here for another liquidity grab. This market might remain potentially to the downside here. We need a rejection for a possible movement here to the upside, and we can see some kind of reversal pattern formation here on gold, expecting the market to potentially to return again back above to create a new higher high here. And so if this one is creating a reversal pattern, what we are expecting here, the market to possibly cross and then to trend back up. Getting some reaction from this support and expecting it to push back here to the upside to create a new higher high. Okay, possibly to have some reversal that the market to show up here for us to see 5 minutes candle closed here, and the price action interpreted in both way, both bearish and bullish, depending on also how those candles are closing. Okay, so here you might see some reaction back above again, going back to the profit area again. So would like to see one single move back to the upside where we will be taking profit in that area. For our resistance line is here, and looking forward to see the market is going up here, taking some peep for the first trade of this session. Previous session we had 2 trades, one profit, the other one break even. Now this one, if we can close it profit, then we can look for another one very soon. First of all, the first step here is to look for this one to close in profit, and you can see that here the candle, the way it is forming, what I'm expecting an upside bias here to cross that high, and that is where we can take those trade in profit. And this is the 1 minute price action, candle close. Would like to see some upside reaction here, and Okay, so that is going up now. Cool, guys. Running in profit, 18 pip, 19, 20 pip, and taking profit right now. Taking profit right now, closing with profit, and taken another one, another trade with taken profit, which is 20 pip on this one. Another one, 20 pip. Now education coming up. So two trades today so far. Both of them winner, one break even in this live session. You guys have seen that. Let me know in the live chat you enjoyed this trade. Then we will be discussing about the education, and also more importantly, not only the education, also you guys want to learn the strategy. Say yes in the live chat if you want to learn the strategy to grow as a trader, which is very important to know that you guys are with it. Welcome. No news today, no high impact news. If you enjoyed this trade, make sure you like this stream. We still have a long way to go. We still have full session to trade. It's just the beginning. Now, every day we are making money here. This is a real channel where we truly trade and go with it. Now, this is very important that welcome. How many of you? Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, so still keep pushing back. Now, for those who have seen or witnessed this trade or has open position with this trade, make sure you like this stream by giving a thumbs up. And now the next thing coming up is potential another entry, and it's now keep moving back in the direction. All right, so now let's look at the next entry and why we have entered. Also, the education is very important. We have secured that trade. The previous two trades, one was break even, the other one was profitable, right? Anyone here has witnessed the previous session's position here in this live session? The previous session also we had a live trade that came out. Now, thumbs up, welcome. Yes, want to learn the strategy. Very good, very good. So from this live session there will be giveaway. All right, so guys, for those who are dedicated, at the end of the session, one giveaway to join the academy. But I would like to see how many members are really willing to participate in the giveaway of the access to the academy with premium signal group, premium strategies, all my trading tools, this indicator, the premium indicator, everything, including my EAs, the most profitable EA, as well as all the strategies. But one member only we can take from this live session to access the lifetime membership in the academy. But one lucky winner will be at the end of this live session. There will be a giveaway. Say yes if you want to participate in the giveaway, and stick till the end of this live session so that you can participate on the giveaway. And with the giveaway, for the one who will be winning, will get a full discounted coupon to join the academy, to become a lifetime member of the academy. So I have recorded profit. Thank you. Welcome, willing. Welcome. Okay, so we see that many members are willing to participate in the giveaway section. So, but it will be at the end, because I would like to take in the giveaway the most dedicated members. So who will be sticking till the end, welcome, is the one who is most dedicated as a trader, because trading is hard, but trading is easy. Okay, trading it hard if you find it, if you are not dedicated. Trading is easy. I see that many members are very dedicated. It becomes much easier task for you, as long as you are willing to spend. Thank you. So at the end of this live session, we'll take one winner from this live stream to get access to the full discounted academy membership. Now let's look at the current session's trade, what we have opened, and where did you open, and how the market almost moved in the same direction as expected. So our entry was here, right, in that area. And welcome. Now this is education, and also the best thing when you are on the academy, you can get a library of backtesting, advanced pattern recognition courses, and also all my premium indicator, regular signal update, trade analysis, and also all the trading tools, everything. So you can get mentorship, you can get the premium signal, premium indicator, premium EA, expert advisor that I am running in, and also you can access regular signals day to day, also all the education that I'm posting in the group, one-on-one guidance for those who need it, for those who are member. But if you want to explore more about that, we have few openings available on the academy. You can find link below this video, or visit www.forextradingwizard.com for all the access and everything that you need. You can find link below this video. Now let's jump into the current sessions trade that you guys have seen that. Now we opened buy limit, and you see that we have a very high win rate with the strategy that we are using, the buy limit from the zone. Now this is what I call the sessions high or sessions low. Now why it is so powerful? Because you need to combine with the trend with the sessions high or sessions low. That's how trading. So always keep in mind that trading with the trend is the most profitable trading system, going with the flow. Now going with the flow is, when you go with the flow, you don't have to spend almost any energy, right? Imagine that you are in a river where you are rowing your boat against the current. Okay, so spending all your energy but not going anywhere, right? So that is going against the trend. But if you're trading with the trend, you don't have to do anything, you just going with the flow. And that is trading with the trend is very important, because the major flow in the market is in the direction of the trend. So identifying the direction of the trend sometimes confusing. For example, here if you look at the 1 minute, when we have entered this trade on the 1 minute chart, if you look at, you can see this is support here, also support here. And when we have got in the trade, it's on a strongly downtrend, right? Some might argue that, okay, it's a very strongly downtrend, so you are trading against the trend. That's where understanding that higher and lower, global and local, because what we are looking for a trade in the global direction of the trend. You will find in the market two trends. So what you can see here in this area, this is a support level where the market is in a downtrend, right? So you can see it's creating series of lower high and lower low, which is in a downtrend. So when the market in a downtrend, we are supposed to trade bearish, but we have bullish entry. That's where the understanding, the secret as a trader is to know that the global, the trend, right? So the global trend is what we need to look at in the market. So when you look at the global trend, okay, the global trend here is bullish. How do you know? To understand the global trend, you need to fuse the higher time frame with the lower time frame. What is the higher time frame here? If you look at the 4 hour, you can see that this is the 4 hour time frame, where you see when you look at this market, what do you see? That's where you need to understand, guys. It's an uptrending market. How do you know that? Let's understand it. Always zoom out the chart and then see the market structure, because the market structure is the backbone of the market. Okay, the market structure is the structure of the market, is the GPS of the market. Liquidity is the fuel of the market. So liquidity drives the price, while market structure giving you the directional bias. Now when you are looking at here, the directional bias, you can see the best way for us to understand the market structure is to look at the EMS. If you don't have on your chart EMS, that's completely fine. You still can understand from the series of higher high and higher low. But for me, it's much easier to identify the direction of the trend, the market structure, from the EMS. So 20 EMA below, 10 EMA above is uptrend. And when it is clearly separated from each other, we can see that they are in an uptrending market structure. So when they are in an uptrend, we only look for buying this market. And because the market in an uptrend, we saw the local downtrend, the price has crossed that session's low. The possibility for the buyers to come back here is very high. And that is what happened, right? In fact, clean bounce back to the upside. Boom, almost 100 pip move. Have you seen that many day, almost every day we are trading on live here in this market every single day. Today we had 3 trades, 1 break even, 2 closed in profit. Now, there's nothing, sir. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. Why we didn't hold the earlier trade, sir? Okay, now we can easily enter. Our win rate is very high, so we keep that win rate well above. Okay, this is what we are looking at now. Okay, Neeraj, so we have on the website, we have more than, you guys can see 32 GB plus premium courses available to blend you the strategy, because everything that I am teaching here is a part of our rule-based strategy that I am trading every single day. So for those who want to explore more, because it's now just open few position to take, so VIP signals, everything that I'm posting on the premium group, Zoom sessions, regular market breakdown along with every trade that I'm opening. Also there will be an explanation of the trade, rule-based strategy, backtesting results of the strategy, mastering the trend following strategy, beginner to advanced course. For those who are beginner, you can have that beginner course first done. This is exclusive gold scalping EA, which over 90% win rate. For those who are premium is verified. You know that every day we are making profit with this gold EA. We have a separate group for that gold EA that I'm trading. And for those who want to just in the beginner, if you want to copy my trade, is open now, available for everyone. So this is the tip of the iceberg. Regularly there are more updates coming every single day. Now, trading is strategy and risk management together. One will not make you profitable. You need to combine both risk management and the strategies. Now you guys have seen how I trade, which is non-conventional, right? Because of that reason, because everything here is based on education that is not commonly available, and also observation from my own long experience. If anyone here dedicating a great deal amount of time in trading to learn the chart, you can learn trading without any mentorship. But fortunately, you know, when I begin my trading, I had that privilege to learn from the best coach in the world, not a coach that is the best coach in the world without doubt, and then have combined those education with my personal observation for a long period of time. And that's why you see that all the education that I do, you won't find anywhere trading in that way. You can check it each area because of that reason. So these are some thing that based on smart money, right? All those tools, strategies, this tool also exclusively available for the premium members. Now this is available on TradingView. If you look at, this is the 30 minutes chart. Now you can see all those trade directly. This is not only tool, this is a direct signal generator. Will give you direct signal with entry, stop loss and take profit target. Here you can see this is the trade. The entry here, stop loss here, take profit 3 times. Entry here, stop loss here, take profit 3 times. Entry here, stop loss here, take profit 3 times. So if you look at majority of them, here this one, entry here, stop loss here, take profit 3 times. So directly this tool also can send you direct notification on your mobile phone with the full entry, stop loss and take profit target, which is exclusively available for the premium members. You don't need anything, you just need a TradingView account, and that's all. You can get access to that tool once you are in the academy as a member, which is a great addition and development to the academy, along with all the ES courses as well as the regular signals that I'm posting in the group. Now this is my strategy now translated into a Python script that is helping us to get more regular trade updates. Okay, so all of this is to help the trader who are dedicated, and that's why at the end of this session there will be one giveaway where you can get access to everything completely as a member of the academy. So make sure you stick till the end, because here the more you learn, the faster you will grow. So let's look at here. You can see from this zone that we have opened the position, the market has crossed that high. Early trade, it is not right. What do you mean by early trade? It is not right. Can you clarify? Trend is up, so we bought that, right? We use the buy limit. We open buy from here, the market goes in our favor. So I did not understand what was your question. If you clarify. Okay, now from this support you can see the market has crossed that. Now it is still maintaining that uptrending market structure, right? It's been morning. I have no idea. Okay, so here what are we looking at? This is a resistance line, and you can see the market is in a channel. And it crossed that high here. From the 4 hour that we can see the market managed to break to the upside. This is the daily price action. Let's wait to see where the market is potentially be heading. Now if you look at closely, guys, you can see that this is a daily level, daily support level, where the market crossed the daily low and it managed to break out. With this breakout on the daily, that if you look at, the market crossed that low, grab the liquidity, and then form a bullish daily candlestick pattern. If you look at the weekly, we can see the same thing, a bounce. If you look at the monthly here, also the same thing. Looking at the 4 hour chart, the price has crossed that low, and then after breaking that low, it rebounded back again to the upside here. Because the market has managed to completely break to the upside here in the major direction of the trend, let it drop again for another entry. That's how we determine the entry point for each trade that we are looking at here in this market. So if you look at here, you can see the previous session, it's a long wick pin bar here. With a long wick pin bar, the market crossed that low, grabbed the liquidity, closed as a long wick doji. The price has crossed that low, formed that long wick doji. Now this is the 4-hour bull candle, and what we have learned in that area, this structure is bullish. That's why all those trade that we have opened here is bullish, because the major trend here from the 4-hour is bullish. In the previous session, we opened bearish trade because we saw that there is a local downtrend and we have seen short-term drop here, and it happened in that direction. Currently, the market sentiment changes and slowly the price is trying to break this high here. Now, current session's low is here, and if we look at also, this is the previous support level. Two key support level that you can see. This is support here and also support here. From these two support level, the market is slowly breaking out from here. And with this breakout, expecting that the price to potentially to trend and then to continue to rise here. So the 1-hour price action also showing bigger pin bar. From the 15 minutes here, that we can see the same pattern is being shown here, which is that it's a completely break of support now and then strongly broken back to the upside with this resistance line, and we could see the price to continue to rise here, potentially to create a new higher high. So any now drop down here to this 4-hour support is where we can look for bullish entry opportunity in this market. Here is a support level that you can see, which is an important support, and from this support, this is a support, bounce, went to the resistance, drop back to this support, bounce, drop back to the resistance, support, bounce, drop back to the resistance. So maintaining this series of higher high and higher low, which is in an uptrending market structure. And with that being said, as the market is trending, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is showing that uptrend, and we can expect the market to trend here for a possible upside bias in this market. Now, as the market had a complete breakout from this resistance line, we see the directional bias to the upside. Now, our level, we are looking at to 3641 or little higher in that zone. Once the market drop after price action confirmation, we can look for that entry. If you look at the daily, now daily time frame is very important because daily is neither the higher time frame nor the lower time frame. And more often, the first thing that I do when I look at my chart is looking at the daily chart, because that's how we can see a clear sense of direction in the market when you are looking at the daily chart. Now, we're looking at the weekly. When you look at the bigger picture, you can see the smaller picture very easily, because that's where the price is driving to. Now, from the weekly, you can see that after cross of this weekly low, it now pushing back again for a potential weak fill on the weekly chart. So you might see that the weak fill to the upside here. And from the monthly, we can see bullish, from the weekly bullish, from the daily that you can see that bull market, from the 4 hour also you can see that this is where this market is bullish here. Now looking here for a deeper pullback, right? So you can see slowly trying to penetrate back below, expecting it to come back here, 3641, or even further lower. So at the moment, we can see after this complete breakout in that area, this is a bullish channel that we have seen, and finally it managed to break above after this drop down to this support level. Now when you see the market is approaching sessions low or sessions high, the most important part that we need to look at is how the market has approached that level. If you look at the 1 hour here, you can see from this support level there was a initially breakout, and the market dropped to that support with one single move. Now you can see that in the same way, when the market dropped with one single move with a bigger ATR, it straight bounce back to the upside. So it's not only that the market has come to the support or resistance, but also how they has come to that support or resistance and how the market reacted to those levels. That's what we need to look at when we are looking at the market. Now this is the 1 hour bullish engulfer, which is a clean impulsive move back to the upside here. And this is strategy also currently having a lot of back tested results that we are adding to the website more on that, because it's all about having a back testing results. Though you cannot back test all of them, but once you have an understanding of how the market doing, it becomes much easier for you to find those trades. And once you get that point, once you understand that in what situation you're gonna enter, because it's all about reprogramming your reticular activating system, right? Reticular activating system is very important. If you understand the brain neuroscience, it becomes much easier, because all about trading is the same. It's about your conviction. When you have a conviction about your strategy, it becomes super easy to get those trade and take those trade and keep doing the same thing over and over again. So there is the big difference between, that in the beginning, when a trader learns a strategy from me or from anyone, the biggest struggle is to believe in that strategy, because probably the strategy has a very high win rate, over 90%, right? Over 90% means that if you take 10 trade, 9 win, 1 lose. How about the first one is a losing trade, right? And then the next trade, many traders will doubt that strategy, because they don't believe in that strategy based on the first trade didn't work out well. So that is belief, right? So to believe in the strategy, you need repetition. It's the same thing everywhere. The mind works in that way. Okay, so repetition creates belief, right? And when a belief is repeated long enough, so basically thought. So when you repeat something, you're thinking, you are internalizing. So when you keep repeating a thought over and over again, it becomes belief. So you start to believe on that. Repetition of thought creates that belief. And when you create a belief, you start to see the proof without even you realizing it. Anything you will believe, you got a proof on it. That's very interesting. If you believe that things going very bad, economy is going down, anytime you look at the newspaper or any news, straight away your eye will catch where in fact things going wrong. So you're gonna get the proof. So basically, in fact, we live our life is not to learn something, but to reconfirm what we already know. Very interesting, right? Those beliefs are very early ingrained, and we just reconfirm those beliefs. So we pay attention, because there is infinite number of information all around us. Based on our belief, we keep scanning and ignore all other data that is not confirming of our existing belief. So belief, look at the proof. So automatically you see the proof, because anything you want to see, you're gonna get a proof. Economy is going down, everything is bad, you're gonna get a proof in a minute. Everything is going well, things getting better, also you're gonna get a proof. So belief is reconfirming with a proof. So when you reinforce a belief with proof over and over again, it becomes conviction. That means when things happen in autopilot, everything's like that. So in trading, if you have a conviction on a strategy, it happens in automatically without even you don't need to put much effort on it. Because and then people goes through experience in life, that is some people call the reality, right? Because whatever is became conviction, it's gone into the out of awareness and it becomes habit. In autopilot it happens. So this is what also in a strategy, and that's why the reticular activating system get programmed, and it scans every information to reconfirm the existing belief to as per the conviction created in that. So in trading, when you reprogram your reticular activating system by looking at over and over again, and that's why whenever you see that, it didn't take me much time to look at this trade that we have opened, because this I have programmed my reticular activating system by looking at this trade over and over again based on a strategy. And that's why I more often talk about the courses, because here you have a extended backtested data where you can look at it over and over again how the trade is coming. There's a lot of discussion that sometimes very difficult to explain here. So now at this point, what we are looking at, we have discussed a lot. I believe that you guys have understood many of the concepts that we discussed. Thank you. Let me know if you have any question. Welcome. Now we are consistent. The strategy consistent. This is one of our members' feedback in the group, right? So this is our premium member. This is a verified group from Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and verified members. Week 3, 20%, and what a beautiful start of week 4. So in the first 3 weeks we gained that 20%, and on the 4th week we have started today another big trading day. This is from a verified members in the academy, the posted in the group, which is also verified in the chat group. We have an open chat group for the members to understand everything. Now, strategy works. The only thing that you need to make sure that you prepare yourself for the strategy, and that's what we are doing here. What entry bias now? Well, now the market is, if you look at, you can see it's pushing back down. The entry bias always bullish here. Now at the moment, what we need is to see that the market is dropping back to the same level of support again. That's only the repetition. We need to look for the key level of support and then entering it accordingly. Now looking at, because we are just beginning of the week, if you look at here, we are looking at the calendar coming up. Now tomorrow, another big trading day. 3 CAD news, $2 core retail sales and retail sales. Starting with that, this is the FOMC week. So tomorrow gonna be, and then we are looking at Thursday, FOMC. So Thursday we will be trading live FOMC as well, which is in my zone early in the morning, but we will be trading live because FOMC is the day when there is always a high volatility in the market. And tomorrow with the CAD and dollar news, if we look at the dollar CAD, and also after tomorrow coming up GBP, so another impressively high volatile day coming up tomorrow. I'm looking at dollar CAD to see, and then we'll go back to gold again. We see that this is currently trying to push back again. So dollar CAD, we saw that with the dollar yen, dollar CAD is from this high getting sharp rejection. If you look at the monthly here, you can see this is the monthly price action, where from this monthly bearish candle, this is another monthly bear candle that you can see on dollar CAD, and this is another monthly candle we can see with long week rejection. There's another long week. So back to back two long week on dollar CAD. On the weekly, from the daily, we can see the markets trying to break that low here in that direction. From the 4-hour perspective here on dollar CAD, we can see the market is currently, if you look at it, you can see this is a back to back two significantly long week candle on the daily on dollar CAD, and maintaining that series of lower high here with a bearish engulfer, another doji, followed by previous daily candle was a bear candle. Today's, we can see the price tested the lower shadow and now on a pullback, expecting dollar CAD possibly to come back here to create a new lower low in this market. So dollar CAD potentially be bearish. What I think that this market possibly to cross that high here and then to trend down here to create a new lower low. So dollar CAD, if we closely look at, we can see this market is in a downtrend. Here is the big drop pullback. The market is maintaining this series of lower high and lower low. Currently, it's again pushing back here for another bounce. We might see the market to trend again in that direction. So dollar CAD, we can see it's on a pullback, and as soon as it appears with a new trading opportunity, you will be into that one on dollar CAD here. Okay, while we are looking at in that, also looking at again gold, going back to that zone here, we can see that this is the gold price action where the market is again maintaining an uptrending market structure. We are looking at for possible entry on gold, and it's still maintaining that uptrend here. We see that after we place that order from our entry, it in fact crazily bounced back to the upside. Here is still maintaining that upside. Looks like that someone is copying our trade. This could be. So if rate cut is happen, then gold is buy or sell, we looking. Now what do you see on gold DXY from the technical point of view? You can relate it with the fundamental as well. Okay, so what I have known with that is that rate cut generally, so anytime you see that how does the dollar is reacting to the rate cut. Let's look at the DXY, then it will be easy to understand the gold price because they normally mirror each other. So they one opposite to the other, except few exceptional circumstances. So dollar, we can see that from the weekly, as we discussed in our previous sessions as well, the market is bearish, right? The back-to-back 2-3 weeks long week, and then previous week bearish candle with a long wick at the bottom. And this week the market open, and then after little pullback start to drop. So what we see on dollar index is that the market is bearish, and we might see that potentially fill that zone here. So what this price action is telling you, This price action cannot be moved by retail trader. It must be institutional volume needed in the market to make this kind of move. So the institution are shorting dollar. That means as there is around 25 BP rate cut, that definitely putting that pressure on dollar with the upcoming FOMC. So if the rate cut is weakening the dollar, then how will that impact the gold? You can see that it's pushing back to the upside. So because gold is traded against dollar, so you see the gold spot against dollar, right? Dollar is down. So it's like a multiplication and dividation, you know that. So if this one is weaker, automatically this one is gonna be stronger, right? Have you done the division? So let's say X divided by Z, right? Even if X is constant, if Z gets weaker, X automatically will get stronger. Now, if you look at gold is trading against dollar, so when dollar getting weaker, gold automatically going stronger. Another way to understand it, when the dollar get weaker, there is a higher inflation, and that ultimately increases the value of the gold. It's somehow you can understand in another way from the science perspective. Think about the universe, okay? The total energy in this universe is constant. You cannot create or destroy energy. You only can transform from one form to the other form. And that's why if you look at all, you go to the subatomic level, you go to the quantum level, quantum world, there is no physical law applicable. You can't apply Newton's third law or first law or any law in the quantum world because it's very weird, but it's the reality, right? Because how can you throw something as a particle and on the other side, if you are not observing, is changing its shape by itself? Try to understand. And that's what also the concept of artificial intelligence also coming, right? So might say, okay, how does the artificial intelligence evolve itself? How can the electron behave based on the observation? If you are not observing how it is acting, the same thing, even scientists cannot explain it, how it works, right? When you observe, it behaves differently. So observation changes the nature of the things that you are observing, because observation is attention. You are giving it to the energy, right? Like the photoelectric effect. When you are giving that energy, it's gonna vibrate. That's how everything works, right? Because when you give energy, it vibrates. Look at the ice, water, and gas, right? If you give energy to the ice, the molecules start to vibrate, and the ice turn to water and give more energy. It's gonna more vibrate, gonna be vapor, and start to the more energy, it's gonna be more fluid, and it's gonna flow, right? So if you look at this universe, the total energy in this universe is constant. You can't create or destroy because it's one single vibratory plane that you cannot do anything, just only changing the dimension. So if you look at the dollar index and the gold is the same. It's when you see that one is weaker, automatically investment goes to the other, because the total value you will see they're almost constant. So when one is getting weaker, the other one will get stronger to keep the balance. That's how it works, everything. So now look at here. You see that the gold is pushing back to the upside while dollar is pushing back down. And also gold is a safe haven. Investor finds more reliable because you can't print gold, but you can print dollar. So that being said, here what we can see from this support level, it's getting pretty strongly upside here, right? Now let's keep pushing up and up, where we are looking for possible. Okay, it's again getting back to the upside here. So from the daily, we can see the market crossing that low and then pushing back to the upside here. Keep coming upside here, and this is where we can see the market is very strongly bullish at the moment. And in that area, in this bull market, if you look at here, you can see it has completely crossed that resistance, and the zone the market is now at the moment is in a imbalance area. So we saw that there was a breakdown sideways movement, the market drop here, now bounce back to the upside. This is an imbalance. So in this imbalance, the market may continue to rise back to the upside, but at some point we could see again coming for a pullback here. From this support level, we can see one single move back to the upside with this clean move in this market, and where here is a breakout, pullback. It's on another complete break to the upside here in this market. Now, for us to further entry here, this is the 5 minutes price action where the market is heading from that level to this C, for this market to bounce back up. And at the end of the session, guys, as we mentioned, we are waiting for a potential entry. We had 3 trades early, 2 winner, 1 break even, 100% win. And also, as I mentioned in the beginning of the session, from this live session who are dedicated, stick till the end, for 1 lucky winner will go to the academy for lifetime access to everything, courses, education, analysis, and everything. So where from this support, expecting it to break below, now what we can see a complete break above in this market. So the next level that we are looking at, this is the 1 hour price action from this 1 hour 10 EMA with this breakout, multiple liquidity grab. You can see here 2 hourly candle cross that low and then completely reverted back to the upside with this single impulsive move, which is showing that the price may potentially remain bullish here to the upside in this market. So here is the support level. The market is approaching that key level of support. Okay, because it's overextended, I think very highly likely we could see now a potential rejection back to 3646 level. That's what we're looking at for possible come back to this low, where the market to revert again to the major direction of the trend. Now for us to for finding an entry from the 5 minutes, especially I'm looking at here to this level. Any break below this level is where our possible entry opportunity. From the 4 hour we can see the market managed to break above, and with the candle close we'll be waiting for the pullback to that level to 3646, and that's a possible entry. Once the market managed to break that low, if it come back with a one single move back below here, we are looking to buy for a short-term upside here in this market. Also we'll be using the buy limit for this move. So we have, you guys have seen 2 trades for today and 2 wins, 1 break even. Still we still have more time to go to trade the market later, and in the meantime I'm going to start the giveaway section, so get ready for a giveaway here. So the keyword will be here gold. So you can write gold on the chat and to enter into the competition for the giveaway. And then we'll be rolling it up. Okay, welcome. So we'll be taking 2 to 3 minutes to take all the entries. Welcome. 6 members on that one. Thank you. So this is a complete lifetime access giveaway. 1 lucky winner will get into that. So you can write gold on the live chat to get into that giveaway. welcome. So you got 8 entries. So 9 entries here. Welcome. You can write gold for, we will be rolling it up in around a minute time. So you still can enter. So with this giveaway, you will be able to access all my trading tools, strategies, EA, as well as the signal group, including daily trade breakdown and also the mentoring. So you'll be rolling it up in just around a minute. For the last moment, waiting for all the entries. Cool. Going to choose the winner. So Forex Funded Trader Academy. Now you have been chosen. So Forex Funded Trader Academy, you are congratulations for winning this today's giveaway competition. And all you need to do is going to the website at the bottom in the contact us page to claim your win. You can send name, email, and the message that you are a winner. It will be sent back to your email address, the full discounted coupon. Another trading day, the first day of trading week, pretty well, and I don't have to say, you guys have seen, for those who have joined the both sessions, London and NY session. Coming up another day also today as well. So you guys have enjoyed this session. Make sure you give a thumbs up. As I mentioned earlier, we are almost nearly to the end of the session. We have closed the trade. The market is still moving. I will still be trading till end of the NY session. And any trade coming also, I'm going to share in the group, also giving an update about our current status of today's trade and in the group. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Stay well, stay happy. Tomorrow trading live together again twice.